The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex, prepare to die, and so on and so forth. Let's get this over with. I was a loyal servant of the Source King. I carry out his will in death as in life, and all that sort of thing. Now, can we get down to the fighting? I was enjoying a lovely dirt nap before you helped those heretical pigs. It's dark and dirty, though still a paradise of a sort. I cannot say what nightmares or delights await the fully dead. In a few moments, I dare say you will discover that information firsthand.
She moans impatiently and taps her bony foot.
Yes, I know he's dead. I am still obligated to perform his wishes. He may not live, but the threat of his curse hangs over me. Who is to say? Could any curse be more grave than this interminable conversation? Now, let's get down to business. All this talking exhausts me.
Prepare yourself. I smell? Burning. Are those pigs on fire? Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Show yourself. Prepare yourself.
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles. Looks like you've got yourself a new pet.
Need supplies? Be quick about it, little wolf. My errands are more important than trade.
You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and step forward in this new guise. You eat Griff's hand, and you see him putting animals, dead for days in the blistering sun, whole into his cooking pot. Probably best to pass on the stew. You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. Your grip tightens around the blade's hilt. You never felt such rage. These freaks, they are tearing the world apart. They must not live. Ривеллон must survive.
Even more corpses here. Good riddance. Careful. I've spotted a trap. These plants look truly sinister. They're arranged in a ring. Is that a natural occurrence?
Back away from the chest!
I feel uneasy here. Void woken. We meet again.
Vermin, thieves, pests, leeches. This world is ours.
I'll yield to none.
Prepare yourself.
More of them. These beasts are damn persistent.
Fall, die, pass away. Your essence feeds us. You will not be spared. Your time is up. Wash the vermin. Ours. Ours. You are ours. We are the many and the all. We were first. We are the beginning and the end. We will return.
They can keep calling us vermin, but we'll just keep putting them down. The Reaper for me. Into the dark with you.
The young man has abandoned the maps and now prepares his armor with happy urgency. He sees you approach.
Thank you for finding Gareth, stranger. I owe you. We all do. I just hope he's found what we need to get past the Magisters. Then we might actually have a chance at surviving this. Now with Sir Gareth back to lead us, and if I know him, he must have found those source weapons, we might actually have a chance at surviving this.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Blessed are grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame.
Did you see?
I pray you will
Gareth's back.
so no
He's
curse
here to take us home.
I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Blessed are grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will
Did you
strengthen
see?
It's peaceful here,
Gareth's
but
back.
I'll not be sorry to see the back
He's
of these
here to
swamps.
take us home.
I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
Blessed are grant these soldiers.
You'll show your mettle soon, Squire.
I pray you will strengthen their
It's
spells
my honor to
and
serve
set
you,
their
sir.
blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
I told you, lass, we'll be heading home in no time.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
Blessed are grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
I told you, lass, we'll be heading home in no time.
You didn't lose your head. Well done, my lad.
I'm
Did you see?
glad you're back, sir.
Gareth's back.
We all are.
He's here to take us home.
You've done well so far. Keep it up.
It's my honor to serve you, sir.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and
Blessed
sound.
are grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Gareth's back.
You didn't lose your head.
here to take
Well
us
done, my
home.
lad.
Your teaching served me well, sir.
Keep your wits about you, Leia. We need you.
Thank you. You were missed.
Blessed Armand, grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
Did you see? Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Blessed Armand, grant
Keep your wits about you, Leia. We need you.
Thank you, Gareth.
I pray you will
I
strengthen
can't wait to go home.
and set their blades aflame. I pray you will bless
Did
their
you see?
armor, so no
Gareth's
curse
back.
may pass it.
He's here to
I
take us
pray
home.
you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
I told you, lass, we'll be heading home in no time.
We can finally get out of here, now that Gareth's returned.
Blessed Armand, grant these soldiers your protection.
Glad you're with us, Leia.
I pray you will strengthen their
Thank you, Gareth.
and set their
I
blades.
can't wait to go home.
I pray you will bless
Did
their
you see?
I told you, lass,
no
Gareth's
we'll be
back.
heading home in no time.
He's here to
I
take us
pray
home.
you see them safe. I pray this in your name.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these swamps.
Did you
Soon
see?
we'll be done here. Proud to
Gareth's
have you at
back.
my side.
He's here to take
It's
us
my
home.
honor to serve you, sir.
Blessed Armadi, grant these soldiers your protection.
You'll
I
show
pray
your
you
mettle
will
soon,
strengthen
Squire.
their stance and set their
I'm
blades aflame.
Glad you're back, sir.
I
We all
pray
are.
you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it.
Before you stands a figure wrapped in cloth. As she turns from her prayers, you can see nothing of her eyes except two deep, dark holes in an ornate mask.
Armadia's blessings, child. So you are the one who returned Gareth to his flock. I am Gratiana, priestess of Armadia and keeper of this shrine. Sacred Armadia is the mother of magic.
She is the fount from which all wizardry springs. It has been her will that I take in these poor souls as they flee to preserve the gifts she has bestowed on them. Alas, I fear for them. Now that Gareth has returned, they seem determined to take up arms again. I've never known people so keen to rush to their doom. Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more I can do. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps there is another path. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Brachus Rex remain hidden in a vault, but the Magisters recovered them before he could. Gareth failed to reach the armory in time, but there is another vault hidden beyond the Magister's guile. If you can steal away these weapons, your friends may well stand a chance. But beware, such items are of limited power. If they cease to function, speak to me. I will be able to help. Its entrance lies on a beach to the north of this shrine. Beware. The beach is as dangerous as any corner of this marsh. But you'll do well to find the door. It is hidden by trickery and guile. Brachus's necromancers forged it, and he made sure they took its secrets to their graves. Armadia's blessings on you. But pray, a moment. This vault also contains relics of great power, soul jars. If you return these to me intact, I could make an offering of them to Armadia. Her blessing could save many lives. Armadia's blessings upon your brave soul.
Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
What strange witchery is this?
Oh, look at you. Tell me, do you always sleep?
Clever. Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful now. That's a trap.
You come to find. You come to search. But you won't find the way. A pity. Brachus has willed it. Trompe-l'oeil must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. Judge him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him. Do you wish to move forward? Listen closely and make your attempt. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... You know nothing. Guess again. Listen closely and make your attempt. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... Either you're very good at guessing or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is... Fool, you are unequal to the...
I'll yield to none.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
That's plenty. Good find.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor. Silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brachus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
Good find.
You made it all this way.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason.
The tears flow faster and faster.
I'm sorry.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
The jar before you glows with a blue light. Its appearance flickers and changes. It is at once a brightly colored motley and then a deep gray. You hear roaring laughter and shouts, then the hush of silence. You think you can hear quiet, choking sobs from within. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a beautiful palace court. It's filled with cheers, but you can almost taste the fear in the room. You see a jester prance in the court. He casts illusions, playing to his master's cruelty by picking on the weakest in the room. He lives for the laughter and applause. The scene spins, a new face, a new fool to make his master laugh. Don't worry, he's told, you'll always have your place. The door closes, and you see the illusionist in the dark of this dungeon. He's alone, surrounded by gold and deathly silence. Your hand falls from the jar, your skin prickling and cold after the vision. To die down here would be terrible. To live down here for eternity, you shudder at the thought. A soul jar rests between two fallen columns, emanating a faint odor of seaweed and timber. When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection. In the end, greed masters you. You seek out the tyrant's vault to retrieve your soul, but Brachus is ready with a trap. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul and that alluring armor. The vision shatters as the soul squirms away from you, curling up in the bottom of the jar. The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Good find.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut. For just a moment, sauce swirls around you, and then, with a whisper, it cascades into your body. You feel light as the power of the universe fills your being. You feel your spirit jolt, and for a heartbeat, you're looking through other eyes. You see a dungeon and a table shared with two other skeletons before you collapse. When you open your eyes, you're back in your old body, senses buzzing with newly found source power. The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing.
Nice.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move. The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you. All but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Brachus Rex. He promises power, for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got were shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
Lucky find.
This may serve.
He looks up from his work and grins.
My welcome is yours. Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray for these sorcerers. Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your name. May they have the wisdom to return them here. May they be granted the strength to do what must be done. Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray for these sorcerers. Give them your protection as they search for the soul jars in your name. May they have the wisdom to return them. May they be granted the strength to do what must be done.
Help you?
And her children.
This one might serve, but not for long.
I told you, lads. We'll be heading home in no time.
And? Have you found them? Did you bring the soul jars? They are relics of great power. Please, you must give them to me. If I can make an offering of them to Armadia, it could aid your cause. Questions? There is no time for questions. Just give me the jars. You don't understand. You couldn't understand. Please, I need it. Please give it to me. Hiding. Impatient.
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
You dare speak to me of hiding? You dare speak to me of patience? I have waited centuries, watching lives come and go, while my soul lies locked in a cage. I have been patient enough. Return to me what is mine. Return my soul, you insolent pup!
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh God, I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen. You don't understand. No one understands. My heart held such fear, but with Brachus I was safe. He needed me, and I needed him. As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all. But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid, angry, murderous. Very well. My thanks again, child. Blessed Armadia, grant these soldiers your protection.
It's peaceful here, but I'll
I
not be
pray
sorry
you
to
will
see the back of
strengthen
these
their
swamps.
spells and set their blades aflame.
Gareth's back.
I pray you
He's
will
here to
bless
take us
their
home.
armor, so no curse may pass it. I pray you see them safe.
We can finally get out of here.